Right now, the waiting list is 93 for homes in the community. We have 16 empty lots. Once we've built on those 16 lots, that's it. That's as far as we can build without additional investment in infrastructure. I'm Councillor Hannah Waswa from Eabametoong First Nation.
Andrew Miswes. I work at our local elementary school.
Weeben Slipperjack.
Cameron Jacob.
My name is Philip Wapus.
Irene Boyce. I live in Eabametoong First Nation.
Eabametoong is not just in a housing crisis, but I think it's more in an infrastructure crisis.
I've been trying to ask for a house for about 13 years.
We are living in a tent rack. We had to insulate it with cardboard boxes and whatever styrofoam pieces we could collect in the community.
Because we are so overcrowded and the pressures are immense, those people have started living in those tents permanently. That just speaks to the amount of pressures that are on the community. Because imagine it being better for you to go and live with your family in a tent in -40 weather than it is to stay in the house, because it's so overcrowded, because there's no space for your children or there's no space for your grandparents.
It's hard, tough. It's supposed to be an isolation tent, but I had nowhere to live, so I moved in here.
We can't get enough houses because of the oppression that the government put on us. You know, we're always limited, like we were maybe given five houses a year. That's all they can fund, and I question that. Why? Why in the richest country in the world do you have to live in the third world?
Instead of looking for cost-effective houses, because it's basically they're cutting corners, rather than really thinking about the long term.
My wife was on home dialysis, night cycle, and this used to be my wife, but my wife passed away about a week ago. I think you gotta have a better house than this. Not overcrowded house, because you can't do nothing when there's too many kids around when you do home dialysis.
Oh, I had to wake up every few hours to throw in wood in the wood stove, so it was cold. I had to use like 3 blankets to stay warm every night. Every day I have to go cut wood.
It's not fair at all. We have kids that we don't want them to grow up in like this.
We have a right to water. We have a right to healthy living and healthy infrastructure for our families. It's a fire hazard living in this kind of building.
Sad because I need a bigger place to live. I need a washroom, some place to cook too, and running water.
I want to see them doing their job, like, you know, they're supposed to help us. That's the agreement the elders always tell me. They promise to help, and look at the situation we're in.
All of these things, they're failing. Right now in the middle of this pandemic, our sewage is backing up because our new water treatment plant is flooding our wastewater system with too much water. That's causing sewage backups into homes, which is further depleting our available resources for housing, because all of those repairs that we have to do come from our housing, our capital projects, and they all come out of the same pool. So every time something breaks here, that's taking money away from housing. And every time something breaks here, we have to go and apply to INAC for more funding. We are just spinning the wheel, essentially, on our housing crisis. I think a lot of people believe that when we talk about these issues, that there's some kind of mismanagement going on by the First Nation. It would be impossible for us to siphon the amount of money that it would take to put in this infrastructure.
It's always a human right violation when it comes to the Indigenous people, the way the government treats us, you know. When they took us off the land, they said take them off the land so they can get sick. And that's what's going on. We were healthy people when we were still out on the land.
Forced houselessness is not a new reality for us. It's the reality that's been going on since generations before I was born.
How I survive. Yeah, it's not fair. Everybody's supposed to have a purple house.
Kind of makes me feel like my health and my children's health doesn't matter.
It's not fair. I find it not fair, so no, I'm not asking for much. Yeah, so I just need a home to call, a place to call home.